Welcome to our third lesson on angles. Today we're going to be looking at angles in triangles. In the first two lessons, we've been looking at angles on a straight line. We've been looking at angles at a point, finding the missing angles. Today we're going to be looking at angles in triangles. Okay. What they could ask in the test is number one, to first of all name a triangle. You will be expected to be able to know what a isosceles triangle is, what equilateral triangle is, and what scalene triangle is. Right, so we're going to start quickly with the isosceles triangle. Now, with the isosceles triangle, you normally have two sides that are the same. For example, in this diagram, you have these two sides that are the same, and they normally use those tick marks. So this tick mark here and that tick mark to show that these two sides are the same. Now, when these two sides are the same, then usually the base angles here are also the same for isosceles triangle. Okay, so I would think about something like, let's say this is going to be 50 degrees. That's also going to be 50 degrees as well. Okay, so if these two sides are the same, the base angles are also the same. So if this is 50 and that's 50, this angle is going to be definitely that's going to be 80 degrees, because in a triangle the angles add up to 180. So that's isosceles triangle. The two base angles are normally equal where the two sides are that are equal. Now the other triangle that you need to know is basically equilateral triangle. And with the word equilateral triangle, it basically means that the three sides are equal, and you will always see three little ticks on all those three sides. And if the three sides are equal, then each angle is going to be equal to 60 degrees, because you will then need to share 180 into three equal parts, which becomes 60 degrees. So equilateral triangle will always have the angles being equal to 60, 60, 60. So that's equilateral triangle. Now, most types of triangles are normally called scalene triangle. So the scalene triangles, the angles are normally different. They still add up to 180, but they're all just all different. Okay. So if this one is 40 degrees, and this one is probably 60 degrees, then this would probably be, so that 60 plus 40 is 100, then that's gonna be 80. Okay. So you notice that the scalene triangle, the three sides are all equal. Okay. Now the other types of triangles you need to know: the right angle triangle, which normally has one angle that is 90 at the corner. We also have what we call the acute angle triangle. With the acute angle triangle, all these angles are less than 90. All of them are less than 90. So acute angle basically means angles that are less than 90. Yeah. Now, you could also have what you call obtuse angle triangle, where one of the angle is bigger than 90. For example, this could be 110 degrees. Yes, that's possible. So this would be obtuse. While this is acute. So with acute angle, all these are less than 90. With obtuse, one of them will always be bigger than 90 degrees. Okay. Right. We're focusing today on finding the angles in a triangle. What you need to know quite quickly for your test is that angles in a triangle add up to 180. Now, this sign here at the corner means 90 degrees, right angle. So we have 90 degrees, we go 60, and we go x. We want to find x. Okay. Now, what you need to do, you need to form an equation. If you don't know how to form equations, then you might want to watch my videos on algebra that I'm going to be uploading soon, or that I've already uploaded. So you're going to say that if you have the x that you're looking for, and you add the 90 degrees, and you add the 60 degrees, all together, they need to give you 180, because the angles in a triangle are at 180. So that's the first equation you need to form. The next thing, you need to simplify these numbers. Putting them together, I've got x plus 150, because 90 plus 6 is 150, and that gives you 180 degrees. Okay. Right, so you're looking for a number that if you add 150, you get 180. Okay, so think of a number which is called x. If you add 150 to it, you get 180. Obviously, that number is going to be 30. Now, to do that, you can always just do the opposite. So you do 180, take away 150. It's going to be 180 degrees, and all you're doing, you're taking away 150. And that becomes 30 degrees. Okay, so x is basically going to be 30 degrees. That's how to solve that. Right, so I would like you to pause the video, and if you want to try question 1 and question 2 quickly, please pause the video, find the missing angles. Okay, so hope you done that. I'm not going to do question 1 for you because you're just describing each of these triangles using the above definitions, which is whether triangle is right angle, equilateral, isosceles. That's all you need to be doing, and that's what we just done. So I'm going to show you the answers in a minute. But before that, I would just like to do question C for you, question 2C quickly. Okay. Right, again, we know that when we add C, which is what we don't know, if we add it to the 144 and to the 21, this all make 180 degrees because angles in a triangle add up to 180. So add them together. Now the next thing we need to do is to simplify. So we've got 144 plus 21, which is basically going to be 5 there, 6 and 165. Okay, that equals to 180 degrees. Now we are looking for a number C, which if we add 165, we get 180. Now to do that, you do the opposite. So you're going to be 180 and you're taking away 165. So 180, take away 165, and that becomes 15 degrees. Okay, so C is basically 16 degrees. Okay. Now, if you want to pause the video again and if you just want to mark your answers quite quickly, the answers are over here for you. So pause the video and then if you just mark the answers, please.
Yeah.
Right, so hope you done that. So question 1 is the description of what the angles are, what the triangles are, and this section 2 is basically just finding the missing angle. Okay, so we're just going to move on. Okay. Right, so pause the video again and have a go at question 3, E, F, G, and H. Okay, hope you've tried that. Very quickly, I'm gonna do question G and H for you, H and I for you quickly. Now, this triangle, I'm having a problem with it because I know this is 38 degrees. I don't know what this one is here, and I'm looking for G. So that's gonna be difficult. But if you look at this, I can see that this is a straight line here. There's a straight line. So if this angle is a right angle, 90, it means that this other one inside is also gonna be right angle as well. Okay. So this one is going to be right angle, same way. It's going to be right angle, just like the other one, which means it's going to be 90 degrees because angles in a straight line add up to 180. If this is 90 here, then the inside one will also have to be 90 to make what? 180. Now, so then I'm going to say 38, add 90, add G equals to 180, and I solve it just like the same way we did the other one. Okay. So that's how to do that. Now with this one, to find I, first you got to get H as usual. So I'm going to add 74 plus 57, right? So I've got H plus 57 plus 74. This should equals to 180 to start with. Then you simplify by adding what you know. I've got 57 plus 74, which is going to be 131. Okay, so it's going to be 131 degrees equals to 180. Okay. Then to find H, I'm going to need to do the opposite. I'm going to take away. So H equals to 180, take away 131 degrees. Okay. And that's going to be 49 degrees. Okay. So H is 49 degrees. So this is basically 49 degrees. If you want, you can just put it there. It's 49 degrees. Right. So the next thing now you need to look at now how to find H. How to find I. So this is a straight line. Now, because it's a straight line, it means that this angle H here and that angle I, they will make 180 degrees. This will make 180. Okay. So you're going to say here that H add I is going to be 180 degrees. Okay. Now we know that H is 49. We're looking for I, which is 180, if you add them. Now to find I, again, you do the opposite. You do 180, take away the 49. So 180, you're going to take away 49 degrees. And you're going to find that the answer is going to be 131 degrees. Okay? So that's how to do that. So hope that was useful. Now, if you want to pause the video again and really quickly, if you just want to mark your answers quite quickly, let's pause the video and just basically mark it up quickly. The answers are there for you. Pause the video and mark the answers. Right, so hope you did well on that. Just going to move on now to the next bit. Um, just again, as a reminder, those who do not know me, I'm a qualified maths teacher and science teacher. I teach in a school full time as a teacher. I also do face-to-face tutoring, to students. Those that are doing 11 class, those that are doing GCSE, those that are doing A level in various subjects. I normally tutor them. Okay. I also do online tutoring via Skype. If you're interested in that, all you need to do is to just send me an email quickly and ask whether you want me to tutor you or not. Now, online tutoring works whether you're in a different country, whether you're in India, you're in China, you're in UK, it doesn't really matter. If you're following British curriculum, I can offer you tuition in maths, I can offer you tuition in sciences, I can offer you tuition in 11 class. If you're looking for independent school entrance to a grammar school or independent school, I can always offer you tuition via Skype. All you need to do is just send me an email and I'll see whether I've got a chance to let you to tutor you. Okay. Thanking you again for those who have been donating to this project. You are encouraged to continue to donate any amount, whether it is £1 or £2 or £5 or £10 or anything that you would like to donate. You can use my bank account, which is basically these details here. You can do the transfer by doing online transfer, or you can just basically pop into NatWest account, bank in the high street and just deposit there. If you are outside the UK, you can always still do, can pay through your bank and transfer into my bank using all these details here that are necessary. Now, once you've done that, then I'll be so thankful to receive your email. So then I can just basically thank you. So that's my email down here if you wish to use that once you've contributed. I aim to make these videos as many as possible and as free to everybody as possible. So then you or your child can do well in exam. However, your donation will be so much useful to help me, in covering the cost and the time, making these kind of videos for you or your child. Now, if you're a student who's watching this video and you're liking them, you might need to discuss this with your mom or your dad, who may then contribute on your behalf. All you need to do is to just share them this slide here that I'm just showing you at the moment, and that would be really appreciated. Okay, yes, that's going to be the end of our video now on angles.